when I saw the lineups last week on Wednesday, a big change was number 10, Patrick Pellegrini. He was going to come off the bench. And I thought, like, it's such a big game, Eden Park, you've got Blues are desperate. Moana's been successful with Pellegrini at number 10 the last couple of games against the Waratahs and Crusaders. Why would you want to put him on the bench for this game against the Blues, right? Because I don't know if you heard the commentary, but they were talking about they actually asked Tana Umaga about not starting Pellegrini, and Tana Umaga said that because it's purely a game time thing, that Garden Bishop needed some more game time. And I just thought, okay, that's weird, because for me this is such a big game, and I thought that for Moana to win three games in a row, it's like a psychological win if they beat the Blues, right? Because it'll be a big deal if Moana can come into Eden Park and beat the Blues at home. I thought that would have been a big disadvantage for Moana not to have their top players in the starting 15. So I thought that answer was a bit strange, and the reason why Pellegrini was on the bench is because of game time thing. It's sort of like high school, like, you gotta let that kid play because he hasn't played the last 2 games, so you gotta put the other kid on, because his parents are here or something like that.
Yeah, that was a like you said, man, spot on. It was bit of a weird selection call, to be honest. Like, that's, I agree with you. That's when you sort of try to really ride that momentum and keep that going with your best starting team and who's been doing the job for you for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I think that was a momentum killer, man. Like, you want your best players playing all the time, and it's not a participation, environment. Like, that's you've got to compete for your position, and each week, barring injuries. If he was injured, then maybe, okay, that's fair enough. But when you got him on the bench and then expect him to come, and I think probably they would have looked back and they thought, oh man, our second half has always been bringing us home, so that's probably another thought that they would have, factored in to say, okay, well, maybe we can bring in Pellegrini. Your comment of what Umaga said, to me, that was more so, I reckon it might be discipline issues, I don't know. He might probably celebrated too much, and because he's from Sydney, so he would have known a lot of those boys from the Waratahs, so who knows, he must have been late up at the bars with the boys and the Waratahs, and didn't make the recovery session on a Sunday or something, so or they probably didn't make it to church on Sunday service with the team, so who